Isaac. All right, let's go take a look. Nice work. This is really super interesting. I love the concept. I think it's super effective. So I do have a couple of recommendations here. So, all right. Now, the warming I think is interesting. I think it's really interesting. I'm not sure about the typeface that you've used. I love the fact that you're creating this kind of drippy, kind of melty from warming. I think that's really interesting. But right now, it's not. I don't. Execution could be a little bit better. I would find a different typeface. I think that this kind of this typeface kind of emulates this kind of drippiness anyways, as we can see here and here. So to just kind of further emphasize that drippiness, I would use a different typeface. I would use something that without rounded corners. That would create much more contrast in the drippiness than the actual letter forms itself, and I think that the impact will be much greater. And that drippiness too, try to make these look like drips, actual drips. That just looks like an extension of the bottom of the W. Okay, and then also instead of dots here, shouldn't these be, again, they should be drips, trying to indicate that this is melting, like wax melting, right? So I would push that. I would definitely push that. Color choice is great, of course. Red, and you're using the warmest colors in the spectrum, so that's smart. Global warming, I would definitely consider a different typeface for global. I don't think that works. I think it's almost comical, that global. And global warming, as we know, is no laughing matter at all. So I think that trying to reduce the levity associated with this by maybe something of a little bit more of a serious nature typeface there. Plus, this could be considered to be a decorative typeface, and this could definitely be considered decorative. You don't want to mix decorative typefaces. Right down here, I'm going to grab something to use as my straight edge. I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to watch the right end of this, and I'm just going to show you that you're not in alignment right here. So that tagline, I mean, you'll increase harmony if you right align that tagline, right? Or the, I'm sorry, not the tagline, but the name of the laureate right there. Okay. Um, Now this line right here, I mean, is it indicating something? Is there any meaning with that line, or is it decorative? If it's decorative, get rid of it. Remember, from this point on in your design career, what we've learned in this class is that every mark on every page needs a solid conceptual reason for being there. Gone are the days where we place things in a composition because it looks cool, or because we think that that area just needs something to. There needs to be a solid conceptual reasoning that ties with your conceptual development, that ties with the subject matter, and that ties with the beliefs and or practice or accomplishments of your laureate. Okay, so unless this ties in somewhere, let me give you an example. So on the back of the poster, if you were to use a thermometer, and the thermometer had a red marked line on it, right, showing, then that, yes, that would be continuation. It would make perfect sense. So in a way, we don't know yet if this has a conceptual tie, but I'm just saying to make sure that it does. Um, but oh, watch your kerning. Kerning is a little bit funny in some areas here. Not too bad, and I'm not too worried about it. But the W is definitely too far from the A. But you're going to change the typeface anyway. So this is kerned beautifully. Good job. I'm not so sure I would present his name or her name. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female. I'm not so sure I would present it in all caps. And the reason I say that is because it's a very difficult name to pronounce. So I think that by presenting this in standard, just capitalize the first letter of the first and last name, I think that variety would allow this much greater recognition and much greater readability of the name itself. But at any rate, really nice start. Great, love it. So think about my recommendations. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you very much.